This is the Dean Trailways fifth quarter.
Hot and humid.
Welcome to the fifth quarter.
Chip along. All right, let's go.
We're the 2-0 Joy Panthers.
Watch our highlights coming up next
On the fifth quarter.
All right, thanks, guys. Welcome to the fifth quarter, the Dean Trailways fifth quarter for another Friday night, only it's a Thursday night that feels like a Friday night, our second Thursday in a row, and yes, we'll have another fifth quarter show tomorrow night. I'm Fred Human, always have been. Welcome to our show. It's a little bit wild and woolly here tonight because I counted 6 lightning delays, 2 in one game, so it's kind of a slide for life here. Kevin's not even in studio yet, but he's our big game guy. I see Sherry Jones over there. Maybe she's going to do the big game, but Kevin's there now, and he has Eaton Rapids and Mason. Hi, Kevin.
I've been here the whole time. What am I, a ghost? Fred, conference realignment split up the Dogs from Mason and Eaton Rapids, but the yearly matchup means more now than ever, with Mason fresh off its first ever district title and Mike the Magic Man Smith in year 3 of his extraordinary makeover at Eaton Rapids. 2 programs trending in the right direction with hefty goals in 2015, but Jarrett Van Havel has trouble handling the rock in the first half at Eaton Rapids. The Mason senior QB coughs it up again. Paul Crittenden recovers for ER, but Mason takes it back right before the half. Follow the flying ball right to the hands of Sam Thurman. Mason leads 7-6 at the break. Third quarter, Mason driving. Van Havel fakes, then keeps. He's in for 6. Bulldogs up 14-6. Later in the quarter, scary moment for the Van Havel family. Jarrett gets shoved into the bench on the ER sidelines. Bangs his knee pretty bad. His dad and head coach Jerry Van Havel visibly upset. Hard to blame him. Luckily, Jarrett walks away back to his own bench. After a few plays off, he jumps back in and on 4th down finds Hunter Holbrook for the touchdown dinger. Sloppy night for Mason. Turnovers and 2 scores called back by penalties, but the Bulldogs are 2-0 after this 21-6 victory.
We knew going into the second half that we had made some mistakes big time in this first half with all the turnovers that we were having, all the penalties. We knew we had to clean those up. We didn't do as well as we wanted to the second half, but we got the job done.
When you first went down in a heap over that bench, were you scared?
It hurt, but I knew if take a little bit, pain will go away, and you'll get back in the game and get back to it.
When you run over there and see Jared down in a heap, are you thinking as a football coach or as a dad first?
You try to keep things in perspective as a football coach, but I'll tell you, when it comes to that kind of thing, it's just tough too.
Yeah, you can tell Dad was rattled there. Down the road to Jacktown, Vikings looking to score early on Lansing Everett when Lawan Bramlett hits Corey Pryor in stride. You know what he does, Fred? Takes it to the house. Jackson up 7. Everett hits back. Kenneth Schmidt calls his own number, and he got 54 yards for the score, knotting it up at 7-all. Jump ahead to the second quarter. Bramlett showing off his wheels, keeps and rumbles in for his second score of the half. This game going late thanks to a pair of weather delays. Jackson leading 28-7 in the 4th, closing in on a 2-0 start. Everett staring at 0-2, Fred.
No worries, Kevin. It'll probably come on my flip phone. I'll update you when I get it. So much for Lansing Eastern. So much hope coming into Lansing Eastern this season, coming off a 1-8 year. Only 3 wins in the last 4 years. New coach, new approach this season. The Quakers, Troy Matlock in the fold, leading them onto the Sexton Field, their home field against Waverly. First quarter, the Warriors strike first. Joe Schwartz with a fake pass, then turns around and launches it to Jaden Sutton. Jaden is off, and he's off to the house. 7-zip. Waverly Warriors now back on offense. Jaden Sutton again. He'll take the handoff this time, and look at him go up the middle. He's gone. Lots of that for the Warriors tonight. They slam Eastern 34-0. To East Lansing, where the wild man Bill Farraco trying to lead the Trojans to the first win, needing an upset to do it against East Kentwood. And we have the hit of the year so far. Watch this. Don't flinch. B.J. Powell. Boom! What a hit on Joseph Gomez. Man, is that nice and clean. Kentwood led 14-zip. The Trojans roared back late first quarter. Nice pass play here from Hunter Helmick to Malik Bush. He's into the end zone to cut the lead to 14-7. Then the Trojans get the ball driving downfield again. This is Noah Holbrook taking the handoff up the gut into the end zone. 14-14. Under a minute to play in the first half. Evan Madej hits Brandon Browley on the slant here. This will give East Kentwood the lead. They hold on to win 28-21.
Our mistakes, once again, kind of foiled the overall effort. Not pleased with the outcome, obviously, but we fought, and that's, as I told the kids, that's an admirable trait to keep on playing hard and competing, and that's what we did.
Lansing Sexton traveling to Granville tonight. And the Sexton Big Reds, coming off that great season a year ago, fall behind 16-0 there. Later, it is Korndike giving to Peter Remiga, who fights his way into the touchdown. Granville up 24-0 at the half. Second half, Sexton finds some life. Quarterback Mike Lynn drops back to pass here. He goes for Devin Taylor, 50 yards on the touchdown. That made it 24-7, but Granville handed the Big Reds another loss, 38-25. Sexton 0-2 for the first time since 2006. Do I have another one here? DeWitt hosting Kingsford, a team from the Upper Peninsula. Traveled over 7 hours to play a 1:30 afternoon game. First quarter, Will Nagel, not Liz Nagel as I call him at 6, hands to Zane Froelich. Look at him protect that football. 13-yard run, 10-0 Panthers. 37 seconds left in the half. DeWitt figures to go to the air. Will Nagel fires one to the big man Evan Kahn into the end zone. 23-7 DeWitt. Fourth quarter, Nagel would find his man Kahn again, this time with 2 defenders around him. Kahn with another catch to set up a touchdown. Panthers win 38-7 to move to 2-0. Okay win, eh, Coach?
You know, for the conditions, holy cow, you talk about hot and humid. I'm pretty happy with it. You know, we were nervous about this game because they played extremely well in week 1 against a team that lost in the semifinals in Wisconsin last year. So our kids made plays when they needed to. So we got a lot to work on, but I'm pretty happy with their effort.
We have a lot of doubters out throughout the Lansing area, and I think that just motivates us to no end.
You guys agree?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know why Coach Zim scheduled that game? He wanted the UP team to bring him pasties. That's why he went up there last year, too. To Hazlitt High, the Vikings trying to move to 2-0, hosting Flushing. First quarter, Raiders quick to get on the board. Garrett Oczynski with the sneaky behind-the-back handoff to Nolan Martin puts the Vikings up by 7. Then Jake Tahaney hands it off like a hot potato to Michael Stinson. Just like that, it's 7-6 Hazlitt. There's no quit in the Raiders, though. Oczynski launches one, 20-plus yards, and look at the hops on Cal Endicott. That's a touchdown, 12-7 Flushing. Last we checked, it's a close one. Hazlitt still on top, still playing 13-12. And weather playing havoc with our game schedule tonight. Early season tradition here in mid-Michigan. We complain every year to David Young, but he can't do anything about it. Coming up, we'll show you the games that stayed out of harm's way this evening. The Lansing Catholic victory train keeps on rolling as Tony and Tony host a team from the Motor City. We'll have highlights of another impressive victory by the Cougs up next as the 5th quarter continues. Welcome back. Let's check in with one of the best teams in mid-Michigan, Jackson Lumen Christi. They stole a win from the defending state champs at Grand Rapids West Catholic last week. And even after losing their superstar Kari Willis to Michigan State in the offseason, head coach Herb Brogan reloaded this Titan team, and they look dominant again at Charlotte tonight. And Josh Marsh does the heavy lifting in the first quarter. Not 1, but 2 touchdown carries, fights his way in. You don't have to be the biggest, kids. You just have to want it the most. Marsh runs for 60 yards as Lumen moves to 2-0 with a 38-14 victory. This is called Kids Going Crazy for the Lansing Catholic Cougars. That's what it says in the script. That's what I read in front of me. In the first quarter, Lansing Catholic up 13-0. Tony Palmer, yeah, you're going to see him again. Breaking tackles, breaking ankles, doing his thing, taken down at the 5-yard line. That sets up Tony Palmer. Yeah, I told you. Walks in for the score, make that 20-0. Palmer rushes for 53 yards and 3 scores. Lansing Catholic again, because we don't care about the Detroit teams. Tony Poljan with the deep throw to Connor Dart. One of only 3 passes on the night for Poljan, one of the best quarterbacks in the state. He didn't even have to prove it. Cougars roll 53-6, Fred.
All right, let's hope Stockbridge High bought some extra light bulbs for the scoreboard. The Panthers' high-powered offense carried over from 2014. The season opener with 55 points last week, courtesy of quarterback, a quarterback that's so good he has 3 names. Mason G. Montgomery, and he had a big night tonight. Let's head out to Stockbridge where the Bridge boys bust through the sign and bust onto the field. Good thing we got there early. How about showing you the opening kickoff? We never show you the opening kickoff. The Panthers' Austin Samala receives the kick. Why do you think we're showing it? Because he gets tackled? No siree. Players, get out of the way. He's going to the end zone. Samala just keeps trucking. 10 seconds into the game, it's 7-0. Still in the first quarter, Mason G. Montgomery looks long, and he finds Colby Canfield. He's hit, stays on his feet, and watch this. Cuts through the defense into the end zone. That's 14-0. Still in the first quarter, G. Montgomery will scramble, and he will find Canfield again just waiting in the end zone. Stockbridge up big. We don't have a final yet. That had a lightning delay, too. A lot of lightning delays tonight, and some of our scores aren't in because the games are still going or we haven't gotten calls yet. Anything we get, we will update you. When we come back, a couple of college football openers to show you tonight, and we'll see the Spartans off to their opening game tomorrow night in Kalamazoo. You think Coach D can smile for our cameras? Smile, Coach D! I'm begging you. That a boy. Spartans, Wolverines, and Chippewas up next.
After a summer full of hype and hyperbole, you know the coach, you know the school, so honestly, what's left to say? Let's just see Harbaugh Mania officially get underway in Salt Lake City, Utah. Michigan meeting the Utah Utes. Michigan, a 5-point underdog entering this game. We go to the second quarter, game tied at 3. That's when the Utes get down and dirty. Devontae Booker squeezes in for the 1-yard score, 10-7 Utes. It would take the Wolverines 3 quarters to get a TD of their own. 53 seconds left before the 4th. Jake Rudock, the Iowa transfer, finds Jake Butt, pulls it down despite triple coverage. Wolverines within 7. But folks, here comes the nail in the coffin. Happened moments ago. 4th quarter, Wolverine ball, not anymore. Jake Rudock throws a pick 6 as Justin Thomas takes it to the house, Fred. 56 yards out, 24-10 Utah. This game about 7 minutes left. CMU welcoming Oklahoma State. I have no idea why OSU agreed to this game, but it's an advantage for the Chips playing at home. Coach John Bonamigos, first game in Mount Pleasant in the 3rd. CMU looking to take the lead. Hey, we remember that guy. Former Lansing Catholic star quarterback Cooper Rush takes it in. Chippewas up 13-10, but Oklahoma State comes back as Mason Rudolph keeps it himself. Cowboys go on to win it 24-13, spoiling Bonamigos' debut. Fred?
All right, and of course we have that Michigan State football train. All the hope this season. Number 5 in the preseason opening tomorrow night against Western Michigan on the road. Who would have ever believed that some years ago? Spartans ate a meal today at the Kellogg Center and then boarded the bus. There's the injured Ed Davis heading onto the bus, and he's followed by his teammates and coaches off to Kalamazoo for a game the players are kind of excited about because they know this is excitement in the state and the fans will be a little bit nuts.
A lot of the people I went to high school with or that I know went to college in Michigan, no matter what school it was at, and they're all going to be at the game. They're all going to be watching. So I think that's kind of cool for the state of Michigan. And us traveling to Western I think is a cool thing too. Just being able to play in that stadium, kind of different for an opening game. And I think we're just excited for that.
Is there a different aura in the air now that it's officially game week?
Yeah, guys are excited, especially, players, coaches. In camp we grind those 22 days to get to this point. And all those times that we sacrificed from, winter workouts, spring ball, now it's time to play football for real. So everyone's excited to play.
Lions closed the preseason tonight with a 17-10 win over the Bills. I told you my flip phone would come through. We got a score update. Hazlitt held on to beat Flushing. 13-12 was the final in that game. Yes, I got a text. All right, the 5th quarter has been around here 24 years, and there have been lots of people working on this show. We're always sad when we lose one, and sometimes the coaches are sad about it too.
Fred, hello. I miss you. I miss you. I'm going to miss Audrey more.
Yeah, we don't care about Uncle Fred. He's going to miss Audrey more, as we all are. Her last 5th quarter high school show.
That's right.
Audrey is going off to greener pastures in St. Louis, right?
St. Louis, Missouri.
You're leaving Uncle Fred.
I am, and Kevin.
How could you do it?
No, it's fine. It's not good. It's a tough decision, but you
were my intern. Graduated. Went to Fargo and came back here. I appreciate all your hard work, and Kevin has a Potterville.
On behalf of the Potterville
Vikings.
Don't forget Uncle Fred, huh?
Never.
Thanks so much. All right. Audrey's leaving, and we're sad. See you tomorrow.